What's up guys, Coach MANdler here, Team Swole Patrol. Got an Ask MANdler question that I'm going to answer for you today. This one comes from one Hugh Jaslode, which by the way, sweet name. Saw what you did with that? Dig it, alright? Anyway, wants to know what are my favorite ab and oblique exercises for improving your visual gains as well as your performance gains. First off, as far as visual gains go, you will not be able to sport a ridiculous six-pack, nice, tight, athletic look unless you have a reduction in the body fat that's covering up that musculature. So first and foremost, get rid of the fat so that you can reveal those abs and obliques if that's what you're going for. Second, I got you covered as far as what will help you improve your strength and musculature in that area. First off, let's look at what you don't want to do in regards to performance. For performance talks, we're wanting to look at exercises that will help increase strength, stability, and stiffness in and around the spine so you can maintain that neutral spine that helps reduce any possible injury getting you dicked up and hurt, all right? You don't want to get snapped up, it's no good. And also increase the overall efficiency of movement, okay? Because remember, the core helps you to better redistribute and kind of transmit force from the trunk through to your upper body. So reduced activation in that area leads to reduced force application into whatever implement you're trying to move in the weight room or if you're trying to transmit force on the field. So here are my top exercises to help increase the strength in and around your rectus abdominis and your external obliques. They're called anti-extension exercises, and if you notice, they are the absolute opposite of what most bodybuilders are doing with just regular crunches, sit-ups, and leg lifts. There's a reason for that. If you're trying to build that more strong, stable, and powerful core, so throw these exercises in the order that I put them in because there's a natural progression. You gotta learn how to crawl before you can walk. So throw them in right in the beginning and that will dramatically improve your quality of movement as well as your ability to lift like an absolute badass. Alright guys, before I actually talk about these, let me give you a quick refresher on why you don't want to do sit-ups, crunches, or leg lifts. If you remember my last video about anterior pelvic tilt, you know that a lot of times guys will initiate the movement with their hip flexors, and we don't want to do that because it's going to cause them to tighten up and might cause some anterior pelvic tilt issues, which is what we don't want. So that is exactly why I lean on these anti-extension exercises that force a lot of core activation while you're stabilizing your spine and maintaining that neutral spine that we want to maintain during our big lifts, as well as all supplemental accessory lifts too. So if you notice, there's a natural progression to all of these. You start with the planks. If you're a beginner and have never done these before, hit that for as long as it takes for you to be able to get it solid with a neutral spine for a good 1 to 2 minutes, and then move on to the next variation, which is the stability ball rollout. Then get to these ab wheels, and after you're proficient at the ab wheel, in order to kind of bridge the gap between that and doing these anti-extension based movements in an unstable environment, which you're going to see later in these TRX movements, you kind of throw some hot sauce on the ab wheel by adding some band resistance, okay? So these are all going to be great ways to really strengthen and help stabilize your spine while doing any and all lifts that you might be doing inside the gym. And it's important to note that the whole objective here is to create more stiffness, create a stable environment in and around your spine so that it stays neutral. And by neutral, I mean it makes it to where your thoracic spine,
your lumbar spine and your pelvis are all in alignment, all right? Without maintaining that neutral spine, you're not in an optimal position to be able to lift safely or as powerfully as you possibly can. So here we're at the kind of end of the progression, the most difficult, if you will, but it's important that you remember that while doing any and all of these progressions, that you focus on maintaining that neutrality in your spine. If you're not, and let's say your hips and glutes are dipping, you're not ready for the next progression.
Hey guys, if you dig today's video and want to learn more about how to put together workouts that'll help you not just look like a beast, but be able to perform like one so you don't fall into that look like Tarzan, swing like Jane category that so many bodybuilders are these days unfortunately in, then be sure to pick up your free copy of the muscle building blueprint that I put together for you by clicking on this button right here if you're on your computer, or going down to the description area and clicking on the first link that you see if you're on your cell phone or tablet. What this is gonna do is teach you the very simple basics about how to put together daily workouts that will build more functional, powerful, and ripped up muscle mass without hitting any of those pain in the ass plateaus, and also just, you know, kind of building you know, just muscle that doesn't really do anything for you. So if you want to look and perform like an absolute animal, be sure to pick up this free gift and learn the simple basics that will help you to prevent yourself from falling in that look like Tarzan, swing like Jane category that you most definitely do not want to be in. And of course, if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the future tips and routines I'm going to be hooking you up with down the road. And leave your Ask MANdler question in the comment section below so I know exactly what you're looking for with the next video. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. MANdler out.